Thank you for tuning back into the Walk On Pod. I'm Luke Abdullah. With me, as always, is Tommy Ball and Jared Mack. Fellas, welcome
Jared
back
Mack.
to
What
the
up, baby?
podcast. This is becoming a theme now, but I do think it's good to put out there. This is an early week recording. It is Tuesday. We're probably going to talk about things by the time it comes out on Sunday. Whatever we're talking about will have transpired, or our predictions or whatever will have happened. So just keep that in mind. But yes, it's Tuesday night. Fellas are here, ready to record. Final Four is ahead of us. Playoff basketball is ahead of us. The Masters are ahead of us. NFL draft is ahead. A lot of stuff going on. A lot of stuff. Cheating baseball bats are going on right now. Like, there's a lot to talk about. Fellas, how are we doing?
Stupendous.
Excellent.
Stupendous. Good word, excellent. Good word, man. Good word. Let's go ahead and get right into it. We're going to get into our scouting report here. Something we like, something we don't like, something we're giving a start or a sit in the sports world. I got a basketball one. I can go ahead and start if you guys don't mind.
Yeah, sure. I have basketball too, but go ahead.
All right, cool. Jared, you can go
second. Actually.
I'll go second.
Nice. Okay, so I'm going to give a start. Just want to give a start. This is kind of like a shout out. I think it's a really cool story. It's dope to see him doing well in his opportunity. And, I think it was a guy that was kind of written off and found his way to, the highest level. I want to start Drew Timme. Drew Timme, for those of you that don't know, kind of was written off out of college. Said he wasn't going to be a good NBA player. None of this. Was on an E10 with Milwaukee last year. Had a season-ending injury. I think he had surgery on his foot or his ankle of some sort. Came back this year. Wasn't playing much with the Stockton Kings. Not really in rotation as much. Got traded to the Long Island Nets. Started killing. Got a call-up 2-year contract with the actual Nets, and he's been playing really, really well in his first few games with them. I think it's dope. I just think it's dope. I think anytime I see a G League story like that kind of take form, I think it's pretty dope. And someone like him, who was such a big name in college, and like he did his 4 years. He's not like some of these other dudes in college that are like finding all these different like Hunter Dickinson ways to continue to be in college and be one of the most hated guys. Like, he was one of the most hated the first 4 years. Did what he did. Took the pro scene on, and now he's taking it. And, I just think it's kind of dope to see him doing well. So
yeah, he could have stayed another year too.
And made a lot of money.
A lot more than he was making in the G League. That, like, for sure, because he wasn't two-way or anything.
He would have made more than a two-way contract if he would have gone back.
Yeah, he probably was already.
Yeah. It was a lot of money.
I think it's good to see him. Obviously,
he's playing well too. It's interesting because he has a great IQ for the game, and like he's like a highly skilled player. But it's funny because he is undersized and he's not like some crazy athlete or anything. But he's effective. Like he's
he reminds me. He reminds me of Kelly Olynyk.
Yeah,
like, just like another Gonzaga guy.
Can he shoot? Is he shooting well?
He doesn't shoot threes like that,
but he can now. Like, he's not like a shooter, but like
like Kelly
his face, like he'll knock it down. He'll make you respect it at least. Like,
I think that. But okay, can we go? Like, this is probably a bad taste, but like, can we talk about how every time he gets a bucket, they put the South Park blurb on there?
Fire, I think. It's like his little shtick, though. It's kind of his thing, though. Like, he's already got a signature in the league, though. Like,
that's crazy to do that. And then, like, when he blocked AD, that the Twitter verse just went crazy. It's so funny.
But like, he's actually putting up numbers. He had like a double in his debut. He had like 12 or 20 something the other day. Like, he's playing well. I don't know.
I mean, I think there's for someone like him who like it. He's not going to get drafted because he doesn't check any of those boxes. But when you put him on a basketball court with that kind of spacing, the intelligence that he has and like the touch and the feel and like, how it is when like you've been a really good player your whole life and like now your role is just really easy. I feel like he's smart enough to just like blend into that, I guess.
Yeah. I mean, like, that's where like they're just going to let him hoop now. Like, he probably is going in like fearless.
Exactly.
Like, not like they're competing for anything at this point. So
exactly.
I think
Drew, it's still dope though.
He always had incredible footwork and touch. So
it
was only really a matter of time until he was able to break through. To me, he was so good, and he's obviously gotten a lot stronger now. He can really hang with the NBA athletes, and not even just hang, like kill. So
they just play well.
Yeah.
I think it was
I
like
think it's nice.
they gave him a 2-year deal, so I'm sure next year is a team option. But I mean, he's playing well. I mean, look, obviously, I'm not some NBA GM, but I feel like they got to reward him in some way after this. But we'll see.
Mhm. Yeah. No,
WCC stand up.
either way, it's cool for him to like at least get some actualization of like what most people said he was never gonna get, you know?
Yeah,
Like
and
real
I thought it was
minutes.
funny. I don't know if you saw his interview when they were like, what were your emotions when you got the call, blah blah blah, all this." And he was like, "Oh, I was just playing FIFA with my brother, and my phone started blowing up." That's so funny to me because I can just
That's
imagine,
awesome.
like he was probably just chilling, and like
Yeah.
now his life changed, and like he's proven it. Like even if the Nets don't want to give him another chance, I would not be surprised if someone else does. Like,
Yeah.
Yeah. I
I
think
mean,
I
side
don't
note, On a side note, I also think it's really funny how much people hate Hunter Dickinson.
oh, people
And
hate him,
he
bro.
just did his 5 years. Like he didn't do anything special. He just got hated for 5 years
I mean,
straight.
but it's like if Grayson Allen did 5 years too.
For
Like,
sure.
you
For
know what I
sure.
mean? Like, just people already hated you, and now you're
Mhm.
gonna be around for the longest possible
No, I just think it's funny. Like
time.
everyone's like, "Oh, he's in year 7. He's in year 6. He's
When
stunk."
the picture of
Like,
him,
dude,
the
just did
picture of
5
him
years.
doing the analyst came
Yeah,
out.
that was so good.
They're like, wait, hold on. And they're like, everyone was begging for him to get a job, and he finally gets one, and now you got a problem.
That was so good. Him as an analyst, that made me laugh hard.
It
Actually,
was funny. I'm sure. I wonder how he is with all that, but you know.
I'm sure he doesn't care. Like,
Yeah,
he's
what
just
he's like
paid.
walking to the bank.
Yeah, getting
All
paid
these
and
college
playing in
athletes
Kansas,
love him.
Yeah, because
Michigan.
Kansas didn't win. They were bad this year, and his check probably still cleared.
Yeah,
The
no, I mean,
the portal's only gotten worse since our last negative conversation.
I mean, bro, it'll be insulted. Like we'll just be beating a dead horse at this point.
Oh, it's so
It's so
bad.
bad.
Before we
I think.
even go, did you guys see Elliot Cadeau went to Michigan
Yeah,
and then
he went in.
Donaldson
Didn't he
left?
go in no contact? So he
He
probably
might
already
have.
knew. I think I
Yeah, he
saw him
might have.
win it, which I think is a stupid thing. I think we already talked about
I
that.
also think like he's gonna struggle.
Michigan State, Trey Holloman entered the portal this morning, and he was like,
Someone, huh?
he was crying after the game. Tom Izzo like let him kiss the Spartan as a junior, like he never does that, and then like that baffled me. Seeing that, I was like, no way,
No, it's not
guy.
baffling, Tom. It's very
That
simple.
baffled me because Michigan
No, it's
State,
very
No, someone's in
simple.
his DM saying they're going to give him
Yeah,
500 more than what they're
yeah.
giving
but
Jerry.
Michigan State
Yeah.
hasn't been like that, since obviously
It
it's
doesn't matter though.
every
That's the
year.
but that's the thing. That's what we're talking about. Is like that's really it's hit the pinnacle of problem now,
Yeah.
right? Like
They're going to sacrifice basketball for money at this point.
Yeah.
Seeing that
like-
guy leave was like, oh wow.
Yeah, well, and that's the thing is like all it took was for whoever his agent is or whoever his representation is, someone called and was like, "Oh, he's getting 1 million. We'll give him 1.7."
The word on Twitter is Arizona State is giving him the bag, and that's where he's going.
Yeah,
Damn.
I
the
mean
word
he's
on
gonna go there
Twitter.
where basketball goes to die. So
Yeah, I don't know why you do that, but
yeah, I mean, well, I can tell you a couple reasons why
Well,
you probably
right,
know.
but-
Yeah, there's reasons. All right, Jared,
yeah,
what do you got for
I mean he
your,
won't be an
Scott?
NBA player, so
So I have an interesting start. I know we've discussed this a little bit before, but I wanted to just like fully go on board, and it's gonna jump around a little bit here. But my start is I'm gonna start the Thompson twins as
We've done this
Fran.
before.
No, I haven't started them.
Think Tommy did that maybe?
I didn't.
I feel like we talked about it before.
We
We've probably
have,
talked about how good
this
they
is
are.
I have something very specific though. So I have the Thompson twins as franchise changers. That's my start because I think if there's two teams that you've been talking about, young teams, and Luke's smirking, so I don't know why. But
Yeah, what was
yeah,
this for?
yeah.
Because it's like I feel like you were like it's like you think like the way you're wording it, you want to like sound like groundbreaking or something, but like
no.
to get to what you're gonna say,
I-
you're like as franchise changers.
So think about, but you think about the two.
Dude,
like,
I'm on board with you, by the way.
Yeah,
no,
Luke's
hear
just
you.
being
I
a
think
dick.
it's a
It's all
good
right.
point. It's your delivery of it. It's hilarious
Yeah.
to hear right now as franchise changers.
Yeah, no, because you tried to before I even said anything, you tried to like discount what I was saying. So
No,
I
because
had to
we've
like.
talked about them. Like,
Of course, we've talked about. We talk about the NBA all the time. We have not
Yeah.
talked about. Have you started them specifically?
no, I'm just saying we've talked about them in a positive
Yeah.
manner.
All right, keep going because I have a question.
All right. So I'm starting them as franchise changers because you look at the young, like the franchises that are up and coming, the ones that have been the talk of the NBA that are young, like they both are involved in those franchises. Detroit Pistons, Houston Rockets, obviously they're on their way up. Everyone's been like really surprised with their ascension. Obviously there's all these other factors, but what I was thinking about, and it'll come full circle, is that you would look at them, right? Obviously they're probably two of the best athletes in the NBA, if not the two best athletes, like up there with Shaden Sharp, right? But like if you look at them from a basketball standpoint, like they're not necessarily the best dribblers. They're not the best shooters. They don't have necessarily the best footwork. Like they're not the best at those things, like per se, from a basketball skill standpoint, but they do things that like every coach talks about, that every coach wants, that some of these franchises just run away from because they just look at like metrics and things like that. But like these dudes play super hard. They're super competitive and like they want to win, and you can tell, and they play hard every single minute they're out there. And what made me think about it was this weekend was I watched college basketball, obviously, but like I really sat and watched like Cooper Flag like impact the game on every facet of the game. Like obviously he had 30 and 6 and whatever, but even in the Bama game, like he didn't score as many points, but like his imprint was on almost every possession in the game. And it's like I was just thinking about it, it's like, okay, Cooper's not the best shooter. Like he's not the biggest. He's big, but he's not the biggest, right? I mean, he's athletic, obviously, but you wouldn't say he's even as athletic as the Thompson twins per se. But like that dude plays super hard, and he has a desire to win. And I think like I can see why teams are tanking so hard for this dude. And the last thing I'm gonna say is like looking at back to the Thompson twins, it's like you see how quickly they flipped it around, and then you can see how quickly a team like the Grizzlies has completely, like 2 years ago, they were the Rockets, and now they've
Yeah.
completely like fell off the map. They're in full downward spiral, and I think it's because, right? There's no Dylan Brooks there. There's no like these type of guys where it's like those are the dudes that can like set the tone. So that's my start. And I just was like bringing it all together, watching college, thinking about like the NBA stuff and everything.
I think they're elite. I think I was gonna ask you because Amen, he like has been taking over games like fully
Literally.
superstar mode. Asar, I feel like impacts the game in a completely different way than him. I think that's interesting because they're so similar. Obviously, they're twins, but like their impact feels different to me. What do you think, Jared?
Yeah, I think so too. I think Amon does it more on the ball when the ball's in his hands, like the things
Yeah,
that he does with the ball. And I like the dunking, the tip dunks, and the transition, and like getting his hand on the ball. Whereas I think like Azur does, like he's like just makes crazy defensive plays, or he's like or like him catching lobs and things like that, where he's playing off the ball. I guess would say what I would
yeah.
say.
I've seen a lot of tweets. People like to call
Evil
Asar
twin.
young Iguodala.
Hmm.
Oh, they're talking about Alman being evil twin,
Well, that Evil Twin's good,
which is
but
hard, by the way.
speaking of Evil
So,
Twin, do you guys see the guy on Twitter who just posts straight highlights? Like that's it. He
uh,
posted the
I
Evil
mean,
Twin. He
yeah,
posted the Evil Twin.
it's like Eric something, or like Hallman, something like. I know who you're talking about, but
I have no idea.
you've probably seen his highlights.
I'm sure.
Yeah, he's sick.
No, it's funny because I remember at the beginning of the season when they started like really contributing, everyone was like, "This is now gonna be the build." Like
Yeah.
the lanky 6'6" to 6'8" athlete, maybe not a specialist, but can basically play 1 through 4 at a an acceptable level and guard 1 through 4 at a high level, and like that's just gonna be what it is. Like,
Just run around like a crazy person.
yeah, and like
They're
I mean,
so
like you said, it's
fast,
working.
bro. They are so
Mm.
fast.
No, it's
Yeah.
crazy, and they're young.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah. What are they? 21?
yeah, I think so because I did 1 extra year at the OT. But I mean, I don't know. It'll be interesting to see because I mean, I think Coop is different though. I think Coop is more skilled than they are, or they
For
were at
sure.
least coming in. But they're, I think, like you said, they're in
He's
the upper
ridiculous.
echelon of athleticism. Like
And like and just like impact, like I don't know, bro. Like Duke, obviously, there's a lot of different factors going on, but like Duke has hit like a different level of like
Dude, no,
I
Might be
just
the
don't know
best.
if they're gonna. I don't know if they're
They
gonna
might be the
lose,
best
to be
college team I've
honest.
ever seen.
dude,
Well,
they're
by the
good.
numbers, they're looking like it.
Yeah.
They're
Okay, that
so
leads me to my
good,
start.
man.
Their Ken Palm is crazy. Yeah,
Like
go
one of
ahead.
the
That
greatest
actually
ever.
leads me to my start, so we can keep talking about this. Good start, by the way, Jared. I'm starting the 4-1 seeds in the Final Four.
Dude,
Everyone's hating on it.
I'm off that. I completely disagree.
Everyone's hating on it. I think
I think it's
we
good.
have 4 elite teams. Like all 4 of them are so good, and we're about to get an incredible weekend of basketball. Like why not? Like I don't know why. Like why do you hate it, Luke? Like
It
I feel
takes
like
it's I think it's cool. I think it's gonna be a high level basketball, but like it takes the magic out of
I
March
hear
Madness.
you, but it has happened before, and I don't think it's gonna happen consistently like
No, I
everyone.
don't think it will either. But like we're like I mean, this is a product of the transfer portal. It's like some of these teams that were in the later rounds of the tournament are comprised of guys that were all at bottom feeder conferences that would have made
Yeah,
maybe a Magic run, like maybe made
fair.
Sweet 16, which like I get it, that's cool. Like guys are getting the opportunity to make runs at national championship that in the Sun Belt Conference they weren't going to be able to. But like I don't know, like I think that's part of March Madness. I think that's the old head in me that like likes to see a small school with like I don't know. I think and also like being a person that went to those types of schools, like you want to see those guys do well.
Yeah.
And like I get like
You do,
those
but you also don't want a dud game. How many dud
Wait,
championship
so
games have
many
you
dud
had?
games when you have
Yeah.
the
and
guys,
again,
the
but I
Cinderellas,
I just think
they
that's
get
part of it
blown in
too,
the
though.
Final Four,
Yeah, I'm not trying to see that. I'm trying to see high level basketball.
No,
which
I
we
think it's
are
going to
about
be
to
high
see.
level
We have
basketball.
Yeah.
4 teams, back to what I'm saying, we have 4 teams in the top 10 of Ken Palm rankings ever.
Ever.
Like these
Yeah.
4 teams are different from other
Yeah. And
years.
they're all built a little different. The styles are
None
all a
of
little
them are really the
different. Yeah.
same. Like
Yeah.
I think on a similar conversation, I think we're going to see a perfect bracket soon.
You
maybe
think so?
I think so. With
there's just so
like
many combinations though,
no,
dude.
I
Like
get that for sure.
mathematically
I get that for sure.
impossible.
But you could bet on chalk now and like do pretty good. Like all 4-1 seats are in the Final Four. Like it's not easy
But
just to pick the Final Four.
but
I'm not
I
saying it's
think
like
we're gonna
like
see
oh
4
like
teams
we're just
like
gonna
this
have the
again
gates
next year.
open. I just think
Yeah.
it's a higher chance that we could get a perfect bracket now.
Yeah, maybe. I also think I'm like Tom, I like it because I just want to like teams every team went through their own ups and downs, and to me it's cool to see teams like become like fully actualized or fully realized, like
Mm.
everyone thought Duke was going to be good, their recruiting class was stacked and blah blah blah, and like all these teams like Houston's been good, and it's like to see them like become and like run through their perspective part of the bracket and end up in these scenarios where like you're going to see the two teams that you're supposed to see play.
Yeah,
And
Duke's doing it the right way though. Like Duke's got 4 Duke
No, Duke is
guys.
built pretty.
Duke's got 4 Duke guys in their
bro,
starting lineup, and then they have
Tyrese Proctor shooting, making threes, and making pull ups has like turned them into a different
No,
team.
but
yeah.
and he's been there. Like he's a Duke vet now.
Oh
He's
yeah,
been
he's
like
third year.
That's what I was
so
saying
like
though. Like they have Tyrese has been there for 3 years.
Caleb Foster's in his second year.
Yeah,
yeah.
they have
Yeah,
James is a transfer. I think he's a grad transfer though, so
but
it's
this is
not
his
like old
second year.
style.
I think that's his second year here.
And then Coop, Malawach, and Con Knipple. Con Knipple's really good, by the way.
Yeah, I was
His
hating, and then he was cooking.
Yeah,
his
I
He
told
had,
Jared
he
to
hurt.
watch
is
a little closer. He
different.
was like, yeah, yeah, yeah.
No, he's
No,
But
well,
really
I do think I give a lot of credit to Shire as well
Yeah.
because he puts
good
him
coach,
in
bro.
such good position. Like he gives him the perfect scenarios to look great. And like obviously
Yeah.
it's now on Khan to like go out there and do that, and he does it at a really high level. But
Yeah.
like Shire system is very, very well
Khan's
suited.
life
I mean,
is
he's
also
shot.
really easy running and pick and roll with 7-2 guy who
I mean,
dunks
Yeah.
everything.
Yeah, he's good. He's
Yeah.
good.
Yeah.
No, they're
I
put
agree.
together. They're put together. Whoever the GM at Duke is, they put together.
Yeah. But those are
Yeah.
freshmen. Like those are mainly freshmen, and then a vet and
vet,
one
yeah.
transfer.
That's
And
how the
then you
Blue
I
got
think-
Boys are
Caleb
supposed to.
Foster, Isaiah
Yeah.
Evans is a freshman, and then Gillis is a transfer from Purdue. They got 2 transfers that are significant.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But
Ridiculous. Yeah.
like that's gonna be
No.
really good game versus Houston. I think Houston can. I don't think Houston can beat them, but I think Houston can make it really.
It'll be
ugly.
their best test thus far.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then
Not
on the other
Alabama.
side,
Jeez.
Walter Clayton Jr. is a pro.
Okay, but here's the thing though, is like I've gotten annoyed with them twice because like he just is so nonchalant for like 32 minutes of the game,
Yeah.
and then he just like wakes up and just like
Yo,
just
those shots
buries
he was
shots.
making in the last 3 minutes, that was crazy.
Yeah. Oh.
The dribble out,
Yeah.
hop, turn. That was Steph. That was like what? Like no,
Yeah.
yes.
Yeah. No.
That
Yeah.
was crazy.
He's nuts. I mean,
He's legit.
they're the other and who the other white boy they have, he's been
Hauck.
hooping. Yeah,
Yeah.
he's been
Yeah.
playing out of his mind.
Yeah.
Good. They're
Yeah.
loaded. And
Yeah.
Elijah Martin's been to a Final Four before. He's vetted. The other guy, Will Richard, shooter, tall. Like they're good. I don't like Auburn, but they're really good.
I'll say, well, Auburn's really. I think I like the part that I really like about it. John Shire is really like the lowest coach name out of the four at this point.
Yeah. Yeah.
I guess Todd Golden maybe.
I would
but,
say,
like,
yeah,
I'd say
maybe
Todd
Todd.
Golden. I'd say
But
Todd
John,
Golden.
but that's only because John Shire had a playing career at Duke. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? If you know Todd Golden, you know his story. Like he's been coaching at a high level for years at this point. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Whereas
Yeah.
like John, obviously, like basketball probably got him, but like Kelvin Sampson, Bruce Pearl, like we're talking like these are
Yeah.
coaches. You know what I mean? So like I
Yeah.
think that's a cool part of it.
And it's gonna be the first natty for someone. None of them have one, so that's cool too.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah,
I don't
still
know, I
going
think
from the West Coast. Huh? You think that will ever happen? I don't think it'll ever happen.
What?
It's done. It's dead.
I mean,
the
I
West
think
Coast team winning a natty.
yeah,
Nah, it's dead.
I think it's got
Gonzaga
to
had
be
the
like
best chance, man, and they ran into a.
They just don't
buzzsaw.
like, bro. I just honestly believe like it's just not a basketball destination
okay.
anymore.
So like, tell me why a school like USC or UCLA in the NIL environment that we're in right now
Can't
can't get it done. Because I think like they on paper should, but like
I just think that like there's
UCLA
just,
should be able to get it done.
but I just anyways.
we could no exactly. But that's what
Yeah,
I'm saying. I'm saying.
I
big
just think
picture.
like
I'm not
so
saying
I think
specific.
big
I'm just-
okay, so I think big
UCLA
picture this is what I
historic
think
college basketball has the money, has the location.
because but when you okay, I'll just say this. When you go to a UCLA game, you don't feel the same energy as if you go to Duke. It's just not
Yeah,
there.
Houston is
There's
just-
so many distractions and so many other options in LA.
Dude, I've
There's
said
like
that before, though.
there's like 8 pro teams in LA.
I've said that too. Well,
Yeah.
not even that too. As a college kid, you're not like if you go to school. Okay, like take UConn for example. What else are you gonna do in Stores, Connecticut, besides go work
Nothing.
on your game and get
Yeah.
coached by a crazy person? Like you know what I
Yeah.
mean? You have no other option. If you go to UCLA, you're probably out in Hollywood. You know what I'm saying? You're
Yeah,
doing all
Santa
that.
Monica,
I'm
like,
sorry.
yeah.
That's
fair.
probably really the problem. But I don't know.
I think that's the main thing, and I just also think that I think the other thing that hurts too is like you don't get because you're on the West Coast and because media market is still an East Coast driven thing
Yeah.
that you don't get the exposure. Like
No.
there's no West Coast teams playing at prime time.
No. Yeah. All the
Like they're playing at 7:30 at night, which is 10:30 at night. And let me
Yeah,
tell you,
I don't even watch West Coast.
I was
been on the
just
East
I
Coast
was
a
just
lot,
on the
Jared.
East I was just on the East Coast. You know how much it sucks to watch an Elite 8
Dude.
game starting at 10:30 at night?
Dude, I go to
Man,
bed.
yeah, I was actually just having this conversation the other day. I was like, I don't know if I'd watch sports. Like,
No, I fall asleep.
No.
That's what I was about to say. I fall asleep watching
Yeah.
games now. Like I'll put on like Kings game or like the late NCAA games, and I was falling asleep during them, like at halftime.
Yeah,
Like
like
this,
it's terrible. I don't like it at all. So it's like that's the thing too is like such a majority of the media world is still on East Coast time, you know. So it's like they never are gonna play at 4 p.m. on ESPN, whereas Duke plays at 4 p.m. on ESPN 3 times a week.
yeah, it's crazy.
So
Yeah, I don't know. It'll be cool.
I think
No, I think it's a good start, Tom, for the basketball actual product. I think
yeah,
just for the
that's
magic
why
of
I was starting it.
this, I'm not. I think it's a little lame.
You know,
But
yeah, I do wish we had more upsets this year. Shout out to JoJo. He had one of the big ones.
he was the biggest. They were the biggest upset
Yeah.
in the tournament by like odd makers and
Yeah.
spread. They were the biggest upset.
But we'll love more. But I think this year was different, and maybe I'm naive to think that next year and the years after it won't be the same. But
No, I don't think like you said, I don't think we'll get 1 seeds often, but I don't think it's gonna be like you get like a 7 or 8 seed anymore. I don't know if you see
yeah,
it.
maybe not.
I also
Well,
think
especially
Like
like how
like,
strong
FAU,
the
right? Wasn't
conferences
FAU
are.
like a 7?
They were 8, I think.
yeah.
Yeah,
But
UConn was
I think it's
4,
also with how
SDSU.
strong the conferences are. Like all these good schools, like take a Florida or an Auburn in the SEC. They were beating up on SEC teams. Like you know what I mean? Like that's
the other thing too. I think. Go ahead. Sorry, I
I
didn't
was
mean
gonna
to
say
interrupt.
like these big games in the Sweet 16 and the Elite Eight, like they've been playing these all year and rolling through them.
That was what I was gonna say is like the conferences. There used to be Power 6, now there's Power 4. So
Yep.
it's like these conferences have become these huge conglomerate of like teams. So it's just like a bloodbath. They just like they play all these
They're
Yeah.
playing tournament type games
for
in
2
January.
months. Yeah, for 2 months.
Yeah.
Because like what game was that, bro? If you watched the Auburn Alabama
Yeah,
game,
exactly.
like that was literally a Final Four game
That was literally.
in February.
That was a sick game.
Yeah, like
No, I do think the basketball product is benefiting from it. I agree with that.
yeah, it
I
just
think
sucks because I think it'd be one thing if it was an anomaly, but like I think we've all talked about it here, so I don't have to like revisit it. But like we know that this is a direct like result of the transfer portal, and the
Yeah.
transfer portal is only getting worse. So that's like the fear, right? Like VCU is not making a Final Four anymore.
Yeah, no, sorry.
Their best 2 players are making $2 million on an SEC team.
No, they win one tournament game and they're out of there. Like, sorry.
Yeah. No. Like,
Yeah.
there's just no way. There's even like like a McNeese State or something like that, or when Murray State was good or whatever. Like,
Well, not
like
even sorry.
no, I was just gonna say you just can't convince guys to stay. It's just like we
I
were
was gonna
talking
say
about
not
with
even the
Michigan
players
State.
either.
Yeah.
A coach at one of those schools does well, they get picked off by one of these big schools too. Like immediately, faster than the players at this point. So
It's not in a very good place.
but yeah, the basketball product is good. This is great that we're talking about the
Jokic
bracket.
has 61, 10, and 10 right now, by the way.
Jeez, dude, what is up tonight?
It's for the NBA pod, our talk.
All right. Well, I'm going to go into. I told these guys, hey, like, I got a little thing we're gonna do tonight. Like, that's all I'm gonna tell you. They bought in, shout out. So, I'm scrolling through Instagram, TikTok, Twitter. Sometimes I come across those things, and I'm like, this would be fun to do on the pod. And this is one that I saw. So I'm gonna have to share my screen. And let me know if you guys can see my screen.
It's gonna be like the best seat in the house thing.
Similar. So here we have. Let me zoom out.
Well,
I came across. Can we see my screen, right?
yeah.
Okay. I came across a life bracket. This is Life Madness. All right. This is just random. This is so obviously, as you can see, it's just pictures. I have the bracket here, so I will be reading them as we go down. But these are in seeded. This is a 64 team bracket. We'll do a quick little roll right here just so we can see it. I'm gonna move Tommy to this side. There we go. Okay. So you see things, boom, boom, boom.
It's crazy.
Just it's just a Life Madness.
Oh my God. What's up with these little pieces in the bottom though?
Don't worry about those because those are all in here. Those were just where I had to pick the pictures from.
Okay.
So
I'm actually super excited for this.
No, it's gonna be fire. It's gonna be fire. So I saw this on TikTok. These guys are actually doing it. I should have probably figured out who it was so I can give them their credit, but I'm not. So I'd say 90% of these are their things. And then some of the ones that like we didn't really resonate with, I changed them to things that we did. But for the most part, this was their bracket and I just kind of added to it. So we're gonna start up here. This is the Midwest side of the bracket. We have number 1 seed, the month of June, versus a 16 seed Metal Straws. That's what we got in the 116 matchup.
Metal Straws.
Personally, I'm giving this to June. I think June, like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
I'm upset that June is a 1 seed.
It's fine. Look, I didn't make these seedings. Like
June's
I said,
my birth month, man. That's a hot seed for sure.
No,
Are we
Tom, that's
rolling?
like the
You're
worst
rolling.
month
I'm
in
rolling with June.
Zach.
Tom, you're June, so you already beat majority.
June.
If you go,
That's
June.
fine.
Team June.
This one's easy.
Okay, we'll go June. Lynn Sanity as an 8 seed versus Black Friday
Oh
shopping.
my
as
God,
a 9 seed.
Linsanity, no problem.
Linsanity clears.
Insanity.
Yeah.
We're moving on. Okay, here we go. We got getting 20 plus points from your fantasy kicker or Goldfish.
Goldfish.
I'll
The-
go. I'll go.
No, 20 plus points from your fantasy kicker. That's gotta.
I'll
that's
also go Goldfish here.
No, that's a 12 seed getting a. See, look,
Yeah.
I'm taking the 20 plus fantasy points, but Goldfish clears.
I'll
Okay,
go Goldfish.
good for you
Yeah.
guys. Good for you guys. Okay, so here we got a 4 seed getting a birdie versus a 13 seed Tomato Town. Classic Fortnite landing drop. All right.
Oh, give me,
I'm
give me a
going Tomato
birdie.
Town, but
Give me a birdie every time.
Yeah, I mean, Tomato Town is nostalgic, but I don't think it can. I don't think it can beat the birdie, man. I don't think it
fair.
can beat.
fair.
Rolling to the bottom, to the next side, we got 6 seed Key and Peele versus 11 seed Twitter scrolling while you're on the toilet.
Oh my
Um,
gosh, this is
That's-
a bloodbath.
That's a good.
Wait,
matchup.
what's the Key and Peele one again?
It's just Key and Peele in general.
You
just
don't know
them.
who Key and Peele is, Jared?
I know who they are. I
Okay.
didn't know if there was like an extra verb
No,
because
no,
I
no,
can't
not
only
like a
see the
specific-
Twitter. I don't see that it
Ugh.
says Twitter sitting on the toilet.
This
No,
is
it
this is
doesn't say
not
that.
a
I
fair
have
round
labels.
one
It's
matchup,
just a
dude.
picture. So it's Twitter scrolling while on the toilet, or Key and Peele.
I'm gonna go Twitter scrolling on the
That's an
toilet.
11 seed. There you go.
I-
Okay,
I
Tom,
don't
who you
care.
rolling with here, man?
Chappelle is better than Key
All
and
right,
Peele.
I'm gonna leave it up to you, Luke. I'm gonna go Key and Peele.
See, I like the doom scrolling on the toilet, man.
Yeah.
I like the doom scrolling on the
That's how
toilet.
you
like
end
that.
up.
I
That's
like
how you
that.
end up there for 45 minutes.
That's how you get centelled. All right, now we got
Yep.
a home cooked meal versus Kahoot.
Home cooked
Three-
meal.
Home
I don't
cooked
know what
meal.
Kahoot is, so I'm going home cooked
Man,
meal.
you are old, dude. Kahoot is good though. I'm glad Kahoot made the tournament. It's a good.
What is it?
It's like in class when like teachers would be like, okay, we're gonna do a little quiz, and like you like go on your phone, and like it was like a fun way to make sure we were like paying attention. You probably wouldn't like it, knowing you.
No, exactly.
All right, this is a good one. I don't know how hip we are to this. We got Prime Pokemon Go versus that's the 7 seed versus the 10 seed sending a risky text message and it landing.
Oh, I like
Fancy-
risky text
Risky
message.
text. Risky text.
Look, I wasn't a Pokemon Go kid.
I
but
didn't even.
Yeah,
never
I didn't
downloaded
mess with the Pokemon Go.
I never
There we go.
downloaded it.
There we go. Now we
Yeah.
got the 2 seed waking up without an alarm clock versus the 15 seed palm trees.
Give me the 2 seed here.
I mean, I
Yeah,
think
I feel
that
like 2
clears.
seed.
That clears for sure. All right, we're gonna move down here to the West bracket. We
The
got
hell
getting
is
a
this?
Fortnite squad win, full squad win with your boys versus paying taxes. I think this is
Oh my God, what the hell?
Yeah. Get paying taxes.
What
out
is-
of here.
That's a
oh
bit- that's-
oh
It's
brackets
still
messed
there.
up.
It's still there. What happened?
We gotta go find it.
Dude, what is going on right now?
All right,
This is
whatever. We
giving
know
me a
that's
headache.
Fortnite. Okay, relax, dude. All right. Anyways, that's Fortnite.
Dude,
with the
what
boys.
is that? The Big Sky like conference championship winners paying taxes or what?
Yeah, it is a 16 seed. All right, there we go. Boom. Fortnite. That works. Next we got 8 seed history class versus 9 seed Lightning McQueen.
What? Lightning McQueen? What the heck?
Lightning
Lightning
McQueen.
McQueen advances with
Lightning
ease.
McQueen advances with flying colors in my book. All right, here we got the 5 seed cereal versus the 12 seed swimming pools.
Oh, cereal.
Cereal for me.
man. Cereal's a good one. This was one
Cereal.
they had a different thing in there. I subbed in the cereal at the 5 seed. This one we got 4 seed post gym Chipotle versus 13 seed skydiving.
Oh, what? 4 seed Chipotle.
Can't
You
say
know-
I've ever skydived, so
Yeah,
I'll never skydive.
There we go. Okay, so Chipper moves on to the round of 32. We got the 6 seed iPhone versus 11 seed Antonio Brown. You get the on and off field antics.
give me AB.
Give me the
AB.
phone.
You got the iPhone. Look, I'm going with the Hall of Famer, man. I'm going.
Yeah.
God,
give
you
me
guys
the-
just want headaches.
CTESPN, baby, to the moon. Okay, now we got the 3 seed
hell?
naming random athletes with the boys. Yes, that is Ryan Archie Diacono as the
Yep,
picture.
yep.
And
advances,
the 14
advances.
seed is Fetty Wap.
I'm using like
The-
all powers
I-
to
yeah.
overrule naming
Yeah.
random boy. Yeah, advantage.
Yeah,
You like the Ryan Archie Diacono poll
That's
right
so good.
yeah, that's a good
That
pick.
is so good.
there? This is gonna be a bloodbath. 7 seed first bag out at baggage claim versus 10 seed Drake and Kendrick beef. That's a matchup.
Wait, what? Why is Drake and Kendrick beef so low?
I didn't make the seeding. I didn't make the
Oh.
seeding.
I'll go Drake and Kendrick beef.
Yeah,
here.
I can
think
wait
they're
on my
so
bag to
crazy.
get some beef because then
It's
I'll
a
like
good-
Twitter scroll about the beef.
Yeah, I agree. The beef is great. But that's a good 7 seed though. First bag out of
Yeah,
Packers
first
time.
bag out is nice. Especially if it's my golf bag.
This is
Oh.
special, dude.
Yeah, this is good, man. This is good. Now we got 2 seed going on a blackjack heater versus the 15 seed Valentine's Day.
What?
Blackjack
Blackjack
heater.
all day.
Blackjack
Blackjack
heater.
heater. Blackjack heater. All right,
That must have been the Big West championship winner
Yeah,
right there.
yeah.
Yo, Big West is nice this year. Actually, they were going to get my start. UC Irvine to the NIC championship.
Okay.
Hey.
All right. We're gonna move you guys back over here. We're going back up to the top right here.
Oh my god.
This is great, man. This is really
giving me
good.
a
I'm
headache.
glad this is landing the way we want.
Oh, dude.
All right. This is the east side of the bracket. We got the 1 seed, the year 2016. Everyone raves about it. Versus the 16 seed, the moment you realize you're too drunk.
I mean
2016.
2016.
Great year. Great year for a lot of things. Okay, this is a heavyweight matchup. I don't know. I was thinking about this one. I wanted to hear from the fellas. 8 seed, Will Ferrell movies versus the 9 seed, continually hitting while you're on Ox.
I'm gonna go Will Ferrell. Because he continually hits when he's on the
What are you
movie.
going, Luke?
Dude, I don't know because when you're on Ox and you're hit after hit after hit, like if you're in a group of a lot of people, right, and you're not missing on Ox, that's a different feeling.
But you're not gonna remember that 10 years from now. You can remember what happened on Step Brothers 10 years from now.
Yeah, I mean,
I watched Step
Will,
Brothers last night, so I'm going Will Ferrell.
let's go Will
Yeah.
Ferrell. I mean, I'm never gonna go against the other guys. Okay, now we got the 5 seed watching the game with the boys. Shout out to the Monday Night Football tag versus a 12 seed, a first date.
Watching the game with the boys.
I'm watching the game with the boys.
That's fine. I wouldn't have picked. I didn't care what to pick on that one.
All right. This one we got the 4 seed Taco Bell versus the 13 seed getting a job.
Oh, Taco Bell.
Give me the
Taco
bell.
Bell.
Give me the bell.
Give me
You
Taco
can always
Bell.
find another job. You can't
Yep,
find
you
another
can always
bell.
get another job. Give me Taco Bell.
This one we got a 6 seed Grand Theft Auto versus an 11 seed cracking your knuckles.
GTA.
GTA. Jared?
I like cracking my knuckles.
I mean, dude, I'm like, oh man.
I'll do it right now.
Oh man, this is a tough one. I don't like being in the driver's seat here.
That's why we can
Well-
never trust you on Ox.
I'm rolling with cracking the knuckles.
That's fair. I do it.
I'm
I
not
do it
hip to all the
frequently.
other GTAs outside of the most recent one, so you know,
Uh,
there's that. This is a good one. Well, I don't know if the matchup is, but I think this one could go far. 3 seed elementary school games, football/basketball at recess versus
That
14
wins.
seed finishing a puzzle.
I feel like so. Do you know why I laughed? Because I could see right now. I'm envisioning Kaylin's face of
the
enjoyment when
puzzle.
she finishes a puzzle.
She loves her puzzles, man. But bro, playing
It's got to be
football
I've got
playing on the
recess
yeah. It's got
games.
recess, man. Come on,
You
recess.
can't beat the field on recess, man.
No, dude, I think that one has a chance to really make a run in this tournament.
It's funny when you look back on it. You're like, recess was only 20 minutes. That felt like a forever
Dude,
back then.
forever. Okay, now we have Shazamming a song as the 7 seed versus Daniel Craig's Bond movies.
I think Shazamming a song.
I like
I'll
this.
go Bond.
I'm going with Shazam. I haven't seen all the Bond. I haven't seen all Daniel
He's pretty
Craig.
good. He's pretty
He is
good.
good.
He's
He
pretty
is
good.
I don't think he's the best Bond though, but
No,
like,
I think Pierce Brosnan or like Sean Connery.
Sean
Sean
Connery.
Connery. All right, here. This one's a good one. We got the 2 seed Take Care versus the 15 seed Tom Brady, but as a broadcaster.
It's not close. Take care.
Take Care.
top 5 hip hop
Go ahead and
albums.
advance. Take care, please. Thank
Give
you.
me Take
Yeah.
Care. All right, so now we're moving on to the West bracket. Or no, sorry, the South bracket. We got your favorite team wins a championship or the state of Wyoming. I think
Favorite
it's-
team. State of Wyoming. What the fuck?
Looks like we're not seeing any 16 seed upsets this one.
Yeah, no, I wasn't expecting it. This one we got the 8 seed Andrew Garfield versus the 9 seed of Sushi Buffet.
Oh, Andrew Garfield.
Really?
I'll go sushi
I'm
buffet.
going sushi, man. That's my favorite.
I don't like uncooked sushi, so
Okay. Okay, good matchup here.
Ooh.
5 seed cold shower on a hot day versus 12 seed Perry the Platypus.
I've got Perry.
Jared?
I'm going Perry.
I don't know. I don't know what Perry is, so I'm gonna go cold shower.
Give me Agent P.
Yep.
I think that's an easy one. Now we got the 4 seed hitting the final cup in Pong versus 13 seed PowerPoint.
Definitely Pong.
PowerPoint was a staple though. Like, you know what I mean?
I
It
do
was,
love some PowerPoint.
I mean, PowerPoint, if you had a project.
Very easy way to get your point
Yeah,
across.
exactly. Okay, now we got 6 seed breathing clearly after you have a cold versus the 11 seed Shrek.
Oh, 6 seed. Breathing clearly.
Breathing clear. Tom, you have any arguments there?
No.
Yeah.
Breathing.
I would question you if you picked Shrek.
This one's an interesting one. Not sure how it got such a high seed. Must have played well in conference play. We got the 3 seed 8 p.m. Versus the 14 seed a bidet.
What the
I guess 8 p.m. is like, you know, people just rock with that time. I guess. I don't
That's
know.
an odd.
I mean,
I'm rolling with the 14 seed the bidet, man. I'm rolling with the
That's
bidet.
kind of odd for you. Have you ever used a bidet?
Yeah, I've been to Europe before.
It's crazy.
You
I'm
don't,
gonna
you
go
don't like being
8
clean?
p.m.
You don't like being clean?
No,
I
I'm
don't really
gonna
care
go
for
bidet, but
that.
I was curious. I'm
Like,
going
I just
bidet.
feel like 8 p.m. doesn't bring much to
Yeah,
it.
that isn't like I don't know.
Yeah.
Like, how did that happen?
I
That's
like
like
8 p.m.
Kansas being a 2 seed or
Yeah, I
something.
don't know how I got a 3 seed.
Yeah.
But again, I didn't make the seeding. Here we got.
Oh,
Oh,
7
ginger
seed.
ale. Come on.
Whoa. There's more to it. 7
Oh.
seed, ginger ale on an airplane versus the 10 seed, Tony Romo saying, "Here we go, Jim."
No, nothing stops ginger ale on an airplane.
I don't know,
I'm
Jim.
going Tony Romo because I get Sprite on a plane.
Wow, that's crazy, Tom. Your
Oh,
stomach's
I'm
gonna
going
hurt.
ginger ale. Ginger ale on a plane is
Yeah,
a
that
good-
does not beat
It's a really
ginger ale
good
on a
play.
plane is
Okay, now
Oh,
here
this
we
is
go.
easy. Come on, just move
2
on.
seed,
Just
the
move
Masters
on.
versus 15 seed sliced bread. Now we have to keep in mind that there is a saying.
The
that's
greatest
the
thing-
greatest things in sliced bread.
Sliced bread. But
I'm going
is
Masters.
there
not being a
anything
Masters.
better than Hello Friends?
No, I mean, no, you're not. You're not. All right, congrats to everyone who made it past the first round.
Yeah. Did we all see it when he said he told everybody what Jim Nance told everybody what
He's
year he's gonna
retiring in
retire?
like 2032 or something.
37 or
That's
100th
fire.
year.
When you're that good, you can do that.
Yeah.
All right, let's go back up top. Here we go. 1 seed, the month of June versus 8 seed Lynn Sanity.
I'm going Linsanity.
Tommy?
I'll give June my vote just so we can make it interesting.
Oh man, why do I have to? I'm going Lynn Sanity.
Okay.
Yeah.
Going Lynn
Sorry,
Sanity.
Tom.
That's
A
crazy.
special
No, I
run.
don't
All
think
right,
that's crazy.
we got 12 seed Goldfish versus the 4 seed getting a birdie.
Oh, goldfish all day.
What?
I'm actually. Also
I can
going
still have a
Gold-
great score with pars.
Yeah.
No
Goldfish,
way.
man.
I mean, I would go birdie, but you two have already spoken.
advance.
That's my UC San Diego.
Yeah, they're in the 12 seed. They're making a move. Here we
Yeah.
go. We got 11 seed doom scrolling on the toilet versus the 3 seed a home cooked meal.
Oh,
Oh, that's a tough one.
Dude, I'm gonna go doom scroll here.
You like the doom scroll?
I like the doom scroll here.
Oh yeah, I'm gonna go doom scroll too. I can get Wingstop.
Yeah. I'm gonna go doom scroll
That's
here.
gonna lead you to more doom scrolling.
Exactly. It's a vicious cycle in life.
Oh jeez. There we go.
I
Okay,
just
now
love
we got
Twitter so much.
Yeah,
No,
Twitter's
Twitter
amazing.
scrolling is great. Now we got the 10 seed sending a risky text and it landing versus the 2 seed waking up to no alarm clock.
Oh,
I'm
I gotta
also
go
going
risky text.
text here.
Yeah.
Wow,
risky text.
risky text
Yeah.
is making it. Oh my god, making
There's
a
nothing
run.
like that feeling in
Making
your
a run.
stomach.
All right, here we go. We got the 1 seed squad Fortnite win with all the homies versus the 8 seed or 9 seed. My fault. Lightning McQueen.
I don't play
Yeah.
Fortnite, but I'm gonna say Fortnite.
Gotta be Fortnite.
I mean, this loading screen like is so nostalgic. When all 4 of the fellas loaded into this loading screen, it was gonna be a good night. It was gonna be a good night.
This has to be Fortnite.
We got Serial, which I believe was a 5 seed versus Post Gym Chipotle, the 4 seed.
I think I'm gonna go cereal.
Tommy,
I'm going cereal.
I like it. I was gonna roll with Serial as well. Unanimous decision out of the walk-on fellas. Here we go. We got Antonio Brown on/off the field versus naming random athletes with the boys. Ryan Arcidiacono.
Give me
Random athletes.
Give me random athletes.
Arcidiacono making a run like he's back at Villanova. Here we go. We got Blackjack Heater versus Drake and Kendrick Beef.
Blackjack heater.
The Drake and Kendrick beef was fun, man, but I can't say there's a better feeling right now than
I've
the
seen,
blackjack.
and I've seen, and the blackjack heater can like last for like you can make that, that can carry you into certain different times.
Yeah, but at the same time, I agree. I'm taking blackjack heater as well, but we gotta play devil's advocate here. The blackjack cooler can come just as fast. The blackjack cooler can come.
That
And it's a
wasn't- that
good
wasn't
thing
the
that
player,
that's not
though.
what it is, though.
They did not even make their conference tournament. Okay. Here we got the year 2016 versus Will Ferrell movies.
I'm gonna have to go Will Ferrell. I also think he made a really funny movie in 2016.
I feel like that was out of his prime. No,
No, I'm gonna find it.
What do you think?
probably like Get Hard or something was around that time.
No. It was better than that. Don't disrespect.
I'm taking Will Ferrell movies. The other guys is in that repertoire.
I'm
That's-
also
you know what I'm
taking Will
saying?
Ferrell
Like,
movies, clean
What are we
sweep.
talking about?
Let's
What are
see
we
Will
talking
Ferrell
about?
did in 2000.
I wish Will Ferrell in Hitting on Ox didn't match up first round because that is a good one.
Yeah, that's a tough one. That was like the doom scrolling and the
Yeah, in the risky text.
yeah, it was a really,
Let's
or no, Key and
see.
Peele. Key and
Key and
Peele.
Peele, yeah.
Oh man, he didn't do anything in 2016.
It's all right.
Oh, maybe-
2016 lost in the second round.
Dude, this is a tough one.
Watching the game with the fellas versus Taco Bell. That's a tough one. That's a tough one.
That's a tough one, dude.
Taco Bell. I don't care about watching.
You know I love my Cinnabon delights, but
I'm taking the game with the boys, man.
Hey, Luke, that was impressive. Get Hard was 2015. Daddy's Home was 2015. The
Oh, so
Boss
that
was
was a good
I'm
2016.
also gonna go
Yeah, it
game
was
with
good.
the boys. I'm also gonna go the game with the boys here.
Wait, Taco
Yeah.
Bell lost?
Taco Bell lost,
Bell
man.
lost.
Wow, Luke, you know what? Just
I'm like, okay. I'm
take your
Taco Bell
loyalty
supporter.
somewhere else.
Bro. Think about this. No other worries in the world. It's Monday night, and you and the fellas are just sitting there watching your fantasy guy take you to a Monday Night Miracle. That's
just never, bro. I just never been into watching fun football on Mondays like that.
it. Okay, Jared. It's any game. I just put Monday Night Football as the picture. You're like I said that in the first round. It's anything. It's just watching the game with the fellas.
Oh yeah, okay, that makes sense.
Yeah. Okay. I just put Monday night but I just think of Monday Night Miracles. Okay, we got
I miss
Cracking
that.
Knuckles versus elementary school recess games.
Recess games.
Bro,
Recess
give me
games,
give me
clears.
recess. I was man.
Recess games clears for
I don't want
sure.
to be cracking heads.
Like, come
I don't
on. Shazamming a song versus Take Care. I don't even think we
Take
got
Care,
five.
what is
this?
Let-
Yeah.
let- Let's take care through.
Let's move. All right, we got
Take
your
care is
favorite
gonna be a
team.
buzzsaw.
No,
Just
Take
call
Care
it
is
how
a
it is.
tough 2 seed, man. They must have
Yeah.
lost in their conference tournament championship or something. I don't know how that's 2 seed. We got your favorite team winning a national championship versus a sushi buffet.
National championship.
Favorite team.
Yeah, give me the favorite team because I don't know if that'll ever happen to me. Give me here we go. Perry the Platypus versus hitting the final cup in Pong.
I'm gonna say Pong, but I'm okay if Platypus makes it.
This is a tough matchup, Tom.
It is. No, it is. And Perry. Okay, actually,
I'm giving Agent P the nod. Give me
I don't think I
Agent-
play enough. I don't think I play or played enough Pong in my life to advance Pong. Now that I think about it,
respect.
Go, Perry.
Let's get Agent. I watched a lot of Phineas and Ferb. Here we go. That first clear breath after having a cold versus the bidet.
Advance it. Just advance it. The clear breath doesn't. It has no
different.
peer. And I'm
It's
gonna
different.
see. I'm struggling to see it lose right now.
That's a 60, no? What was that?
That's a UConn 2023.
Yeah, that was a 60. Wow, man.
Yeah, that's
Here we go.
2023
Canada. We got the
UConn.
ginger ale on the airplane versus the Masters.
I gotta go Masters.
Give
The
me a
Masters.
tradition like no other. Here we go. Big matchup here. We're just gonna start from the bottom back up.
Okay,
First clear breath versus the Masters.
Masters.
fellas.
I will
don't-
not breathe to watch the Masters.
Fellas, you
I-
don't like that feeling. The feeling when you're sick of taking for granted how you felt when you weren't sick and then going back to not being sick. It's the greatest thing in the world.
No.
It has my
I can
vote.
be
Dude,
sick.
I
and
could
watch the
I
Masters.
could not be able to breathe. Yeah, exactly. I could be bedridden and I'm gonna hear that Augusta Nationals.
Ugh.
Yeah, and I almost get a better pass if I'm sick.
To sit
Like, hey,
there
I
on
can't
my
do
ass
anything
and
and
watch
sit
the
and watch
Masters.
golf for 7 hours.
I
Hear
gotta
it,
go with the Masters,
hear
man.
it.
I gotta go with the Masters. Your favorite team winning a championship versus Agent P versus Perry the Platypus.
I don't care. I'm going championship. It's your guys' call.
Ring.
Yeah, give me the ring, man. Sorry, Agent P made a run though. Made a run. Recess games
Yeah,
in
what is
elementary
this?
school
This is the
versus
Sweet
Take
16
Care.
right now.
Yeah.
It's gotta be Take Care.
Damn.
Gotta
that's a
go
tough one, though.
Recess games for me.
Dude.
Take care.
So this is the question.
This changed the rap game, Tom. You wouldn't look at rap the same without this album.
Oh, I know, but I want to play devil's advocate. I want
Dude,
Luke.
but like
Why does Luke always end up?
I don't know. But
he's like, what do you guys think? So then he puts it
exactly.
I'm
He
just being a
puts
good
pressure on
host. I'm
himself.
being a good host. The thing is, like, am I trading those moments that I remember as a kid at recess for the album Take Care? I don't know.
Yeah,
That's where I'm at.
Yeah,
I'm taking Take Care. I'm taking Take Care.
other games. There we go.
I'm taking Take Care.
I'm not mad at that.
I'm taking Take Care. Give me Will Ferrell movies versus watching the game with the fellas.
Give me Will Ferrell.
Game with the homies.
I'm taking the other guys. Give me Will Ferrell movies.
Oh wow.
The other guys,
Man, you must not like me though. I got it. All right.
We got Linsanity versus Goldfish. Good match.
What a matchup! This is a Cinderella story over
This
here.
is Goldfish all the way. I'm taking
think-
Goldfish to the
I
championship.
think this
game.
is Linsanity.
Dude. I think this is Linsanity also.
Wow, Luke, that was
my
2
life.
weeks of your life. Goldfish has been in your life for 26 years.
Dude, I'm not like the biggest Goldfish guy though. I don't know.
I'm just saying,
I'm more of
bro.
a Cheez-It guy.
I was thinking. I was gonna say,
Okay,
what about you?
loser.
Yeah,
Oh man.
I like
I just,
Linsanity here.
I'm
I
going
like
Linsanity. That's the NCAA tournament is about making noise for 2 weeks. That's exactly what this is about.
Yep.
Doom
Fair
scrolling
enough.
on Twitter versus sending a risky
Oh.
text to Larry.
Oh shit!
What a matchup. Oh my goodness.
This might be
I-
matchup of the tournament.
I definitely am gonna go.
MOTY? MOTY
I'm gonna-
right here.
No, I'm gonna go text message landing.
Risky text message.
Yeah.
Tommy. Actually, no, I'm gonna make a
I'm
decision.
going doom scroll. I'm going doom scroll. I think that there's nothing like your Twitter timeline just hitting like funny tweet.
Dude,
after
but
that.
here's the thing.
I
The
saw one
risky
of the
text-
funniest tweets ever
The
yesterday.
risky
It
text
was-
doesn't come around that often. The
Yeah.
risky-
Uh,
This is
you know
like
the
home run
feeling
hitter.
when you know you shouldn't be sending it. Boom, you send it, and you hit the. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Give me the risky
Advanced,
text. Give me the
advanced
risky text.
text. It's-
Good matchup here. Full squad with the fellows win versus Serial.
I'm
Good
not
matchup.
trading a full squad win with it for anything, man. I'm just
Dude, the
not.
fulls. I would kill to go back to that time.
Yeah, I would give my pinky toe to experience the first full squad win I got.
Jared, I'm sorry. I'm sure you're going.
I
Serial,
never
but-
played Fortnite. Yeah.
But I'm telling you, man,
Greatest
it's an
time of my life,
exhilarating
I
feeling.
think.
Blackjack Heater versus naming random athletes with the fellas. Ryan.
Money
Blackjack
comes and
Heater.
goes, man. Give me random names with the fellas.
Nah, I got
Dude, no
blackjack.
way.
Nothing. I still text my friend. I still text my friend Chris Rywald, GA at Idaho State. I will literally drop. He dropped Jared Bayless today. He hit me with Jared Bayless
A
today.
good one.
Like,
You might have to hit him with a Ryan Archidiakono. You might
Yep.
just have to.
if you advance it, I will.
I'm
Oh,
hitting,
no, Lou.
I'm hitting the Blackjack Heater. I'm hitting the
Come
Blackjack Heater
on.
because that's gonna pay for some green fees this summer. All right. This is
Our Final Four or Elite Eight?
Elite Eight.
that was the first matchup of that elite. Yeah. Okay. So now we got.
This is for a trip to the Final
Oh
Four,
my
right?
goodness. Blackjack
I
Heater
got
versus Squad Fortnite.
blackjack heater.
Man, I can't go against the Fortnite. I can't.
All right,
Yeah,
Fortnite.
I'm gonna go
run it
Fortnite.
then.
I'm gonna go
I'm
Fortnite.
going Fortnite. I'm going Fortnite. Risky text message versus landing versus Linsanity.
I think risky
Text
here.
messages
I think
takes
give me,
this
it's
one.
here.
give me, man.
He
That's
made
Got a
it
really
through,
good
he's gotta get
matchup.
all the way
Risky
through.
Tech's got a really good matchup.
No, risky text. I mean, his hardest matchup was the doom scrolling for sure. For sure. All right, we got Take Care versus Will Ferrell movies. Wow.
Take care.
Good matchup for pop culture, though. Good matchup for pop culture.
I gotta take care.
Man.
What do you-
I'm more of a music guy. I'm more of a music guy than a movie guy. We know that. That's well documented.
Fair. Fair. I'll go Take Care here too.
Favorite team winning a championship versus the Masters. Another great matchup. We're doing well, fellas. I don't think there's any that like shouldn't
favorite
be up.
team winning a championship.
Really?
Because that's a level. That's the amount of
That might
shit
never
talking.
come around.
Yeah, if you like when you win 2015, you couldn't tell me anything.
Yeah.
I hope I one day. I hope I one day.
Well, maybe if you're gonna have to change teams. But
I'm never gonna do that. I feel like if I change teams and become a champion that way, it's not. It wouldn't hit. I would take the Masters over that.
you're gonna
But
go to the
riding-
grave with that.
That's fine. Here's our final four of the life bracket, fellas. Take a look before we get to our voting here. sending a risky text message and it landing. Was a 10 seed out of the Midwest, makes it to the Final
Wow.
Four. Shout out to that's a really bad seeding out of the seeding department. 1 seed Fortnite squad win with the fellas. 1 seed
such a generation.
1 seed favorite team winning a championship, and 2 seed Take Care. That dude's just floating around. I don't know why. We'll just leave it. Okay. Take Care versus favorite team winning a championship.
I'm gonna go Take Care.
Oh,
I'm gonna go with your favorite team winning a
I think I
championship.
gotta go favorite team, dude.
Damn, I wanted to see this matchup in the next round.
I think I gotta go favorite team, because the thing is, like I just said, I don't know if it'll ever come around. So I gotta vote on it. I gotta be optimistic that it's gonna happen.
There's no feeling like that feeling. I'll be honest.
Oh, man. All right, we got squad Fortnite win versus sending a risky text message in Atlantic.
This is tough. This is actually very tough.
Man, what
I got risky text message.
I'm going Fortnite win. I gotta go Fortnite win. I'm telling you, you cannot take me back to those times. You cannot. Oh boy.
Go Fortnite win.
Man. There we go. The Chalk wins in our bracket, fellas. 2 1
Yeah,
seeds
the
in the
Chalk.
championship.
Chalk
Yeah.
advances.
Good
What
bracket though.
What a run by Risky Text.
What a run by the 10 seed. Falling just short, but they made a Final Four. They're gonna hang a banner in their gym.
I feel like these are the same exact thing.
What, Fortnite squad win?
Yeah, I do too.
It's similar feeling, I think.
That's why I wanted Take Care versus risky text message, because Take Care is all about sending risky text messages.
Yeah, it would have been.
That's a really good point.
Man, I don't know who to go with here.
Team winning championship, because I'm just not a Fortnite guy. So,
Dude, I'm just thinking of the
it's gonna
times.
be
Like,
on you guys.
the
It's gonna be on you
summer,
guys.
the summer of 20. What summer was
It's
that?
gonna be for people 25 and younger.
The summer of 2018, when Nick and I were sharing an apartment with Chris Bowling, we would go to practice, we'd go do our lift, we'd go do all our basketball stuff. We'd come back and we'd sit there and play Fortnite squads with JoJo every single day, without fail. Oh man, I don't know. This is tough. This is really tough. Tom, where are you leaning, man?
I have been blessed and highly favored to experience 4 championships in my lifetime for my favorite team. I also am proud to say I've been a Giants fan in baseball, so that's 3 more championships.
The Raiders, not so much.
Raiders, not so much. But you just, like Jared said, the amount of shit talking you can do, the scrolling on Twitter after to see what everyone's saying and your agendas that you have as a fan all coming to fruition. There is no better feeling. There is.
I think that if it does ever happen for me, I will be on top of the world.
You will. Nobody can tell you anything. Nobody.
So yeah, there you have it, fellas. The 2025 Walk On Pod.
I think the right
bracket.
group won. I think the right group won.
What a bracket, though. No.
Yeah, that was impressive.
Take one more look at it, fellas. Take one more look at it. Risky text message. They're gonna have a lot of features on this shining moment. They're gonna have a lot of features on the risky text message.
Sure. Risky text is recess games.
Perry the Platypus had a great tournament too. The Masters, yeah, man. I mean, there's a lot of good ones. Ryan Archidiakono, thank you for your
service. Oh, dude, if I had it my way, the random NBA players with your random athletes with your friends would have won.
Dude, great run there, fellas. Though, thanks for doing that with me. Hopefully, we enjoyed that.
Hear me out. We can take this out if you want, Luke. I don't know if we need to do a starting 5.
I was thinking the same thing.
Yeah.
I was thinking the same thing. All right. Well, I'm not going to take that out. Perfect. You heard it here first. You better tune into next week's episode to hear the starting 5s that we had planned out for this week. But the bracket took up the majority of this episode, and I think it, well deserved because it was a good time.
That was so good. Thank you for that.
Dude,
we need to do
that was super nostalgic.
You know where I found
show bracket next year.
Dude, could this be our new shtick? Just making brackets.
I'm super down. Actually.
Start putting polls out, just having our own bracket challenge.
Some people who probably are going to be listening to this might, say that Tommy and I are pretty well versed in the create your own bracket challenge. Look, have been a part of a pretty special one. If you know, you know. That's all
That
we're
was
gonna
a
go with.
great.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I
that
don't
that
know.
Damn,
that
Jared.
that-
So wait, we low-key can't do your joint then, huh? It's gonna leak
Why
what
can't we? Why can't we do?
is it gonna
can't we-
leak what our starting five topic is though?
No.
No, it's not. Okay, because usually it's like around the starting
Yeah.
five topic.
Yeah, but I can always,
Oh,
I've
you-
been
you're- you're-
percolating.
my fault. I forgot.
Yeah.
It's my bad.
the mind's percolating. He's good.
All right, go for it, kid.
You just tell me when it's my time.
No, it's your time, man. Lights your brightest.
So recess may not have made it,
Mm.
and doom scrolling only happens at night. But if I get 50 chips, I'm gonna be feeling super right.
That was cool.
For being on the fly, I like that.
Yeah.
For being on the fly,
I'll give it
I
a
like
cool.
that.
I'll give it a
give
cool.
I wanted to add my two favorite, players, contenders, and that
Yeah,
I really liked recess, and the doom scrolling was
there was a lot of shout out to, you know what? I said I wasn't gonna give them their. I'm gonna go ahead and tell you who it was that I stole this from, because I mean they put together a great bracket. Granted, I added some things that I think were good for us, but the majority of it was them. So there's these fellas on TikTok, Gimme 5 TV. Not that means anything, but yeah, they just they rolled out this live bracket. As you can see, it's up there. So shout out to their live bracket, man. It was a good time. It was a good
Yeah.
time.
Oh, I love that.
good episode.
With also I do want to
Shout
say,
out TikTok.
now that you're talking about golf, very excited for golf season. Just want to say
Yeah.
that.
Yeah. Shout out new bag additions.
New weapon alert. New weapons alert.
Shout out to the life bracket.
That was fun. That was fun.
That was a lot of fun. I hope.
Arguably more fun than the actual bracket that we.
Yeah.
Oh, should I do a quick update? By the way, should I do a quick update?
I know we're
I don't think
cooked.
we need to see it.
No, we're
I
cooked.
honestly don't.
No, we
Tom,
we have to be
take us
honest.
out,
We
Tom.
have to
Yep,
be
yep,
transparent. No.
yep.
We didn't give them a starting five. We at least have to be transparent.
It's so bad. Why did we ever
Our
pick
bracket
bracket-
is cooked. We don't
our
have anybody,
bracket-
right?
Our bracket is in the 28th percentile. That means 72% of bracket players are better than us.
Mine jumped up. My other bracket jumped up. I'm like in the 58 percentile.
I'm in the
Yeah.
88 in my.
Yeah, my other one's okay just because I have Florida in still, but I needed Alabama to beat Duke, and I would have been up there. But
Michigan State losing screwed me.
yeah, we don't know ball as a collective. I guess
No, we
individually
don't.
we do, but as a collective, when
think
we
we
put
wanna
our minds
hit-
together, we don't.
I think we.
I'm gonna
got-
blame
I think we
CC on
got
some of those
too
picks.
risky.
That is true. That is true. That's a good
Yeah.
scapegoat.
Last time we let an emotional 4-year-old make a decision.
Okay, we don't gotta.
Yeah.
call
With that
me.
being said, episode 130 something in the books.
Fuck.
35. Let's go. We're getting up there. As always, these are your favorite walk-ons. We're walking out.